Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
15.
15
Week
weeks.
15.
15 Tuesdays.
It's our quinceañera.
15 Tuesdays. Oh, man.
Some people might be noticing there's 4 boxes, not 5. Am I right? Am I the only one seeing 4 boxes, not 5?
There's a story
There's the 5th box.
of a lovely heathen who was rebooting his computer 'cause Zoom was giving him a hard time out in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah!
There he is.
Everybody update your Zoom at home.
That's
Nice.
literally all it was. Fantastic. Right.
Yeah, there he is.
All right.
Oh,
All
look at
right.
that sparkle blue drum kit behind you.
Something about your updated Zoom, you're like enhanced. Like I think you're almost in 3D or something. I can. Very cool. Very cool.
All right. Well, hey, good to see you guys. Good to see everybody out there on the internet.
Hey,
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the Good Time Supper Club with your friends, the Band of Heathens.
Oh yeah.
Let's, I see a little Chicago farmer on there. Hey, Cody. Well, hey, should we kick it off with a song here? Let's get her started.
Do it.
All right. I pack my bags, shrug off the rain, scattered on the interstate. I call your name, them telephone lines, they get me down. I've been so out of touch, lost my phone, they're back in town. My mortgage due, pay back my loans, pay them by the U.S. mail, 1,000 miles from home where you should be. So out and free, right here with me. I pull myself right out of bed. It's another Roach Motel, don't touch the bedspread. That's what you say when you come along. But now I'm looking for a laundromat in this town. I don't belong. Another dram and a drop of tears. Let's drag to Colorado up and back for all these years where you should be. So wide and free, right here with me.
Well, right here with me, out here on the fringe, so wild and free, just a hanging by a thread. Someday I may quit my rambling round, but someday right here with me is where I wanna have you now. I stretch the ties, them ties that bind. Well, they hold in double knots, and sometimes they get so tight. It's been so long since I've been gone. Well, a blue-eyed soul blowing in the wind, a song of home. Well, you should be so wild and free, right here with me. Well, used to be so wild and free, right here with me. wanna be so wild and free, right here with me.
All right. Nice.
Nice.
So we just got word that maybe on bandofheathens.com/live, I think somebody's working on getting that stream fixed on that site. But I think it's on Facebook and YouTube. Man. Yeah, well, we got a special show this week. We got our family style show here. We'll fill you guys in a little bit later.
Love it.
Some people saying, Ed, your mic's clipping. Might turn down the master. Yeah, we're flying by the seat of our pants here tonight, but we're here.
We're
A little
here.
escape. Let's do this tune here. Across the land, I'm spoken of, wise as a snake, tame as a dove, just like a wolf in sheep's clothes. Shake the dust off before I go, I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I walk the land, never seen before. I'm on a mission, a conquistador. I'll be your slave, I'll be your king. I'll be what you want, be your everything. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I got juju beads and a mojo drum. Got a whole lot more, where'd that come from? I'll make a sign, I'll cross your head. Make you shake and dance, baby, let's raise the dead. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I'm your medicine man. I'll take your pulse, I'll fix your health, get what you need to save yourself. You might lose your house, might lose your home, but I'll give you back more than you have known. Put you in the black, I'm gonna shake your bones. Your healer, your dealer, your only one. I'm your medicine man. 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 I'm your medicine man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. How's everybody's week?
Yeah. Oh. What? I'm sorry, what was the question?
It's complicated.
How was the week? What was the question? Were you listening to the dude's story? The week is moving, man. How about you?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I think, you know,
Yeah,
just getting by,
doing the thing.
doing the thing. Trying to make sure my audio is getting dialed in here. I don't know I'm not sure what the problem is. I kind of got it set for the same level every week, but apparently apparently the computer has feelings because it seems to be reacting differently.
Or you're just getting stronger week by week.
That might be something to do with it. I have been getting a good 7 hours of sleep a night, so which I realize I hadn't done in years. So maybe you're right. Maybe I am stronger. I'm just singing louder and playing harder than ever before.
We have some good friends. I'd like to take a moment. We have some good friends watching in Ladue, Missouri, St. Louis, outside of St. Louis. And I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Millie. There with Gabe and Chrissy, good friends of all of ours. Happy birthday, Millie. Hope it's a wonderful evening. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Well,
Did everybody get their taxes done
Oh, yeah, the extension.
or extended?
oh
The
yeah,
extension on the extension?
yes sir.
Yeah. Ooh.
Finita, it feels good.
Yeah.
Feels real good. All right, let's hit another tune here. This is we dropped this new single a few weeks ago. I guess like a month ago now. This is something called "Today Is Our Last Tomorrow." I don't think we knew at the time when we wrote it that it would be even more apropos than when we did write it. You know, the threat was real, but apparently trying to follow through on the threat. So let's hold them off at the pass. And just pretend through song we can celebrate like that.
Amen.
I heard it on the news, a version of the truth. Was it fact, packed of fiction and fable? California's burning, Earth will soon stop turning. The horse is out of the stable. The world's crumbling down, can't you hear the sound? Today is our last tomorrow. Today is our last. Today is our last tomorrow. Today is our last tomorrow. Time to build a wall 1,000 miles tall. Protect what we have taken. 'Cause if we let them in, our way of life will end. Some people are forsaken. Yesterday was good, wouldn't change it if I could. Today is our last tomorrow. Today is our last. Today is our last tomorrow. Today is our last. Yeah. I don't remember it this way. I heard my father say, I don't like where we're going. And what I think is worse is the eternal curse. In death we're all unknowing. Yesterday was good, wouldn't change it if I could. Today is our last tomorrow. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, no way we're getting out. Today is our last tomorrow. Today is our last. Today is our last Today is our last 2-mile road. Send it over to the piano bar, Trevor.
All right, Trev. Thanks. Wow.
I'm having some Mississippi Uptown Toodaloo rye from our friends up in La Crosse. Thanks, Chad. Snappy.
That stuff is awesome.
I want to hear about what
We
you're
could
having.
use some more over here in East Nashville.
Oh, yeah. Let's run it back.
Well, welcome to another week of the Good Time Supper Club in this purgatory that we're finding ourselves in. I know that last week we had some of this straight, the Bozal Mezcal, but tonight we're going to make a good cocktail that's kind of a new invention that Nikki is coining the smoky sunset. Sunrise.
Depending on when you drink it.
I guess it's true, yeah. So, but we welcome any suggestions for this one. What this one is we're gonna take a regular, just old-fashioned cocktail glass here. We're gonna do a shot of Espolón, just the good old classic silver tequila, and we're gonna do a half shot of this mezcal here, just for the smokiness. Just the back side of this here. And then this right here is just a little juice blend that I made that's just equal parts orange, lime, and lemon juice freshly squeezed. It's just a little blend that I have, and you only want a little bit of that. It's pretty much kind of similar coloring as a margarita, I would think. This here is homemade simple syrup. Just one little spoonful of that will go in. Once we get that mixed up here,
That's
I'm
an
gonna
awesome
add
spoon, man.
some more Angostura bitters. Nikki, will you grab me the Topo Chico? Well, Nikki's gonna grab me the most important ingredient of this recipe.
That's an awesome spoon,
Number
dude.
2.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop in this little this nice whiskey cube, and that's pretty much what it's looking like. But I would like to say, you should top it.
Clutch.
You should top it with just a good, nice little bit of Topo Chico. And that right there is, well, either a smoky sunset, sunrise, or if somebody comes up with something better, then we'd be much obliged. But cheers, y'all. Enjoy yourselves. Hope you guys are staying safe and sane out there.
Smoky sunrise kind of implies you've been up all night wailing, just like partying, and then that's the one that kind of gets you to the transition to the next day. Is that right?
I think you're right. I mean, it's
How about
pretty-
a sundown?
or sundown. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it's a pretty boozy morning drink. I don't know that I would recommend that.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you, Topo Chico.
Thank you, Topo Chico.
Jesse, what's up with that spoon, man? It looks like something Gandalf would use, like in Lord of the Rings.
This
or
is
something.
actually a replicated wizard cocktail spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Shire.
That from SkyMall.
Yeah.
You get that from SkyMall.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I forgot. I forgot one thing. Since we're still here, I did actually freshly shred some ginger, and it's super delicious, and just a nice little pinch of some freshly sliced ginger is really good. Really freshens it all up.
Nice, dude.
I wish I had you to make me a drink, dude. I just got tequila, topo, and lime, but it's doing the trick.
That's a pretty solid working environment over there, though, dude.
You can pretty much add a splash of topo to anything if you just want a little bubs in it, right?
Yeah. Great
Exactly.
point.
It's so bubbly. It's so bubbly that it just a little bit goes a long way, and it's nice on any cocktail, huh?
Yeah. What's the saying, Trev?
Yeah. It's just the right amount of. It's a heavy bubs. It's a heavy bubs. Is that what the saying was?
No.
I
The
don't know.
saying is you ain't got no trubs
Oh yes.
when you got your bubs.
That's that saying. Yeah. You ain't got no trubs when you got some bubs. With the bubs. Yeah, that's
I
right.
guess that could refer to more than just champagne.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could use it in
It can
any
refer to Topo Chico.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Jesse. Hey, we had some questions going by in the comments there. Someone asked, I don't know if Nikki's in there. At some point, want to hear about the benefit show she's doing for Music Cares. Is that right? Maybe.
Yes.
That was with Marcus King, and I think that he's doing the next 4 Mondays, and I was I participated on the 4th Monday, which will air August 3rd, and that's him doing the last waltz with a bunch of people, and yeah, I think the production was cool, and it looked like it was filmed well, so hopefully it looks
Way to
good,
go,
sounds
Jesse.
good.
Nice broom work, Jesse.
Speaking of cool production, I mean that is. I
This
mean,
is how it gets done.
like some out of
Jack of all
Anchorman.
trades. Makes a drink, makes dinner, holds
Holds
the
the
mic.
boom mic.
I mean,
Veronica Corningstone.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, let's see here. Someone was. Let's see here. We'll get back to a song. One thing, Ed and I have been doing a bunch of these personal concerts. We call it the Lifeline Tour. I do think we have some more shows available for Saturday night, still on the website, and for the rest of the month, we released a bunch of shows. We've had a good time. If any of y'all have participated in those, we're still doing them and having a great time with it. But yeah, check them out if you are into that. We kind of get into backstories of songs and I don't know, they end up kind of being a different thing. And for example, I'm about to play Black Cat here for you, and this is the new single we just released from our new record that's coming out. And I've been trying to figure out how to get back to how I originally wrote this tune on an acoustic guitar. It kind of took on a life of its own with the band, and it kind of became this epic jam in the studio, which is really fun. But we released a music video. We showed that last week. If somebody asked me about what all the symbolism in the video means, and there's actually, as crazy as it sounds, the song is pretty literal. It's literally the story of a guy named Agostinho Fonseca, and yeah, it's supposedly a true legend. So see how it goes here. Did you ever hear the story of a stowaway child went to New York to start again? Running from a man stood 7'2" with a shadow that never ends. Always know who your people are, but don't forget where you're from. Lift you up and keep your feet on the ground. It's a fight till the death and it's done. Know where you come from. Turning to the world of the underground ring of blood, sweat, beast, and brawn. No one could take Augustinio swinging. He could fight till the break of dawn. On New Year's Eve, a man brought a black cat to the ring to steal his crown. Augustinio fought that beast all night till he finally put the panther in the ground. Always know who your people are. Don't forget where you're from. Lift you up, keep your feet on the ground. It's a fight till the death and it's done. Know where you come from. "99 years till he finally called it, the legend all but told. Down in the garden there's a 7-foot statue of a black cat lined in gold. Always know who your people are. Don't forget where you're from. He was laid to rest underneath that panther. It's a fight till the death and it's done. Know where you come from. Know where you come from.
Boom.
Thanks,
For
y'all.
all intents and purposes, that's like the live or the acoustic debut of that tune, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you done it in some private shows yet?
I think I did it twice, maybe this week in the private personal concerts. But I was still trying to figure it out there. But honing in on it there.
I think you're really sounding good on the falsetto part there. You got that like, no, where you come from. You kind of got that down. That sounds good.
Thanks,
What does
man.
everybody think? It's gonna be weird doing that over a loud band. Mellotron, drums, bass.
Live, that's going to be fun with a full band.
Absolutely.
Trev's gonna have a field day with those strings.
Yeah.
Right.
Trevtron.
Trevtron. Put it up on the Trevtron.
Nice.
Really big head.
Well, I think it's time. Vinyl Richie, huh? How you doing, Rich?
I'm good, man. Celebrating the birthday of my one of two favorite drummers of all time.
Hog Fat. Yeah.
Hot Fat. He was a great drummer. Jim Gordon. I set up my drums because it's Jim's birthday, so I got to play a little. favorite phrases, fills of Jim Gordon's, and that was taken from "Keep on Growing" from the Derek and the Dominoes Layla record. I love Ringo, but I love Jim Gordon, and I've collected records that he's played on. I've spent serious time studying this guy, and him and Ringo, my favorite drummers. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about him because it is his birthday. I guarantee that even though you've probably never heard his name, you are well aware of his playing and the records that he's been on. So a little bit of background on James Beck Gordon. He was born in LA July 14th, 1945. He started playing drums at the age of 8, and he was in school bands all the way throughout high school. And then in '63, after high school, or right at the tail end, actually, he was 17 years old, and he was recruited to tour with the Everly Brothers. And while he toured with them internationally. Actually, in that year, 1963, I never knew it all these years, but I have this Rolling Stones black and white tour book. Actually, let's see. No, I'm not going to try to find it. But I have this 1963 Stones black and white photograph book from pictures from the tour that they were on that year with Little Richard, Bo Diddley, and the Everly Brothers. And I had no idea all this time I've had this book that there's a photo in there of the Everly Brothers set during one of these shows. And sure enough, there's Jim Gordon on drums. And I've been a huge fan of his forever. And I had this book this whole time. And I found this photo the other day, and it was so cool for me to see because there's not a whole lot of pictures of him playing, especially from that era. There is a video of the Everly Brothers in '63 with him playing on YouTube. I can't remember what song it is, but anyways, so I found that the other day. That was just something cool. So he's touring with the Everly Brothers. He's doing records with them, 1963. And while he's doing sessions for them, he meets the top studio drummers in the LA scene at the time, which were Hal Blaine and Earl Palmer. And he got on pretty good with them. They became friends, and he started getting studio work with them as a percussionist. So he'd be playing percussion alongside Hal or Earl while they were playing drums. And I've listened to interviews with him and read interviews with him, and he says that that's kind of where he got his schooling. Really, even though he studied music all throughout his school years, and he actually he had a teaching job that he almost took at one of the colleges here. It was UCLA or USC. And he was going to teach music, but he didn't end up doing that because he became a really successful studio drummer. So even though he had like proper schooling, he says that like being able to watch these guys as close as he was able to was kind of where he got it all. He gets to know them. Hal Blaine starts to get really busy with his workload. He can't even handle it. So he starts dishing out records to Jim. And that's when Jim basically became Hal's substitute. He was already kind of his protege, and then he actually became his substitute on sessions. So that was a turning point for his career. He'd go on to record with everyone from Ike and Tina Turner, the River Deep Mountain High record, to Ella Fitzgerald, the Beach Boys, Merle Haggard, B.B. King. It's just endless. His credits are a very long list, and it's just name after name. You're like, wow. And lots of hits too. In '69, he went on the road with Delaney and Bonnie. He traded us like some session work, I think, with Jim Keltner, who had been playing drums with them, because Jim Gordon was really jealous. He saw them play one time in LA, and he realized that that's what he wanted to be doing, playing the kind of music Delaney and Bonnie was playing. So I think the story goes is that he traded like some sessions with Keltner, and Keltner gave him the gig. So he goes on the road with Delaney and Bonnie, which then led to going on the road with Joe Cocker and the Mad Dogs and Englishmen tour, and doing that record and film, which then led to him being on George Harrison's All Things Must Pass record and John Lennon's Imagine record, which then led to Jim joining Eric Clapton and some of the rest of the guys who had done those previous records, creating Derek and the Dominos. So that all happened in less than 2 years, which is crazy. If you go look at his discography online and just look at like 69, 70, it's crazy the amount of records he was doing. And the wide swath too. There's T-Bone Walker records, B.B. King, like I said earlier, and all sorts of stuff. So that was 2 years, and then for the next decade, he was pretty much nonstop at work in LA in the studio scene. He'd do a little bit of touring with Johnny Rivers and Jackson Brown and guys like that, but mostly studio work. And unfortunately, at this point, he had been suffering an almost lifetime of mental illness. He was a diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic, and it took a turn for the worse, and he's been in prison since 1983. Which is unfortunate, tragic story, but he murdered his mother, and that's the facts. So I hate to be a downer after all that, but the legacy is still there, the music's there, and he's a phenomenal musician. I consider him to be one of the best rock and roll drummers there ever was, and I hope you take the time to listen to him. I made a Spotify playlist that I think is going to be shared, that y'all should be seeing. That's what I consider to be essential tracks of his. But if you do check it out, you'll be surprised to know some of the tracks he played on. But yeah, I hope y'all dig it. Happy birthday, Jim Gordon. That's all I got. Thanks, y'all.
Richard, some good stuff there, man. Also, something I found out recently, speaking of All Things Must Pass, is that Peter Frampton was an uncredited acoustic guitar strummer on that record.
No way.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, like, you know, on I think like My Sweet Lord and a few of those songs where there's like 11 acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
I think they had like 5 or 6 acoustic guitars, and apparently the story goes that George called him up and said, "Hey, we need more strummers. There's 7 acoustics, but Phil wants like 11 or 12." So apparently Peter Frampton went in and strummed some acoustic on All Things Must Pass.
Wow, that's
So.
great. Man, the people on that record, that's an insane list.
Insane. It's unbelievable. Insane. Awesome. Well, good stuff, man. Thank you for that. That's good information. We had a couple people were asking though, Rich, about like what, you know, people, not to diminish anyone, but what about John Bonham? Someone asked.
Yeah, totally different.
Good.
You know?
Right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that I don't love John Bonham, but yeah, just different. It's like, yeah, I don't think they're comparable. So.
Awesome. I agree. But that's like a good way to clarify for people. It's not there's not like this isn't like no one's better. This is just sort of preference stuff. You know what I mean?
No, and I would say like John Bonham, you know, he was amazing with Led Zeppelin, but something that he didn't do is play on, you know, 1,000 records, you know, that were like almost all different from each other. You know, I mean, obviously you can't have a unique artist, but Jim Gordon was definitely like, he had a certain pocket and style, but I think the major difference between them is that they're just totally different players, and yeah, you just can't compare. Yeah.
There you go. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
That's the skinny.
That's right.
Well, let's move into another tune here. This is one from a few years back off the Duende record. And here we go. Came in boats, well, they came in cars. They traveled halfway across the sky, through the stars. left their families and their homes and their loved ones all alone, while the memory of their love lingers on. The memory of their love lingers on. Across the fields in the hot midday sun, dust kicking up from the wheels on the blacktop, sun. Just to ride on so close to the ground, try to live life without making sound, while the memory of their love lingers on. With nothing to hear but the hum and the whine of the tires, there's nothing to see but the minds playing tricks on the eyes. Reaching on as the band played on, cool breath of breeze under trees in the hot midday sun, just to lay by the river and dream, watch your life disappear in between, while the memory of their love lingers on. Lay by the river and dream, watch your life disappear in between, while the memory of their love lingers on. The memory of their love lingers on. Well, the memory of love lingers on. Lingers on.
Nice.
All right.
Hey.
All right. Well, we have a very special segment here. We advertise this as the family episode, and the reason is we have a very special guest this time around, and we would like to make welcome Teresa James and Terry Wilson, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hola.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How
Hey.
y'all doing? Enjoying the
right.
show, man. Cool.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I hope you're not sorry. Hope there's no regret.
Same, man.
We're in no regrets in operation here.
How you guys doing out there?
We're good, man. That cocktail you made looked so good. I was thinking about having a drink, but it's just kind of too bright sunshine here still. I'll just have to wait.
Well, you guys are in Canyon Country, which is right outside LA. I'm sure most people know this, but yeah, you guys are in California. So you guys are still, and actually, in my house that I grew up in.
That's right. That's right. When you were born, you came to this house, and that's why your dad built the studio in the garage.
We're still cleaning up your shit, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. Totally.
Boxes of your crap here.
So we should properly introduce y'all.
We've all met.
What's that?
We've all met.
Yeah.
Yes, we've all met. We go way back. For those of you that don't know the family dynamic within the Band of Heathens, Richard, when Richard joined the band, he we kind of got welcomed into the Delbert McClinton cruise family and started playing the Delbert McClinton Sandy Beaches cruise. And
Delaney.
shout out to Delaney for sure. And that is where we met Terry and Teresa for the first time. That's at least where I met y'all for the first time. I was blown away by your music, but even more blown away by your daughter, Lucy, who is Richard's wife. And so initially, the connection was like, oh, yeah, that's Richard's wife's parents. And that was very cool. And then when we needed a bass player, we thought, well, we had met Jesse on the cruise and hung out with him and had lots of late nights with Jesse. And and we knew that he played lots of instruments very well. And I was like, well, can Jesse play bass? Well, Terry's a hell of a bass player. Surely Jesse can play bass.
We got Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to add in there that they checked if Terry was available first, and then
We got the Terry Wilson startup kit. Yeah.
Right, hey guys, when Jesse called me when y'all offered him the gig, Dad, you're gonna be so fucking jealous. Why? He told me the gig offer, so it's so cool.
Yeah.
You guys were smart to hire the kid.
Yeah. Oh man. So we knew Jesse as Lucy's little brother, and then so now our rhythm section, maybe one of the reasons they're so tight is they're actually brother-in-laws. And so now we've got this family dynamic, and I just wanted to fully introduce, in case you guys didn't know, all the interweavings of the web of family here within the band. So and tell us what y'all been up to musically. Obviously, a couple years ago, was that last year, the Grammy nomination?
2019, yeah, last year.
Wow.
Pretty awesome.
So we'll always have that.
Yeah, we laugh, but I mean, it's huge, man. It was great. It was exciting.
Yeah.
It was fun. And then we put out a live CD this last fall, which was really, really fun to do. And because we're really a live band, I think, you know what I mean? But,
so it's nominated for Live Album of the Year,
Blues Blast
Awards.
So
nice.
You guys are just you guys are in the award hamster wheel. I mean, you guys are dialed in there.
well, we certainly get nominated a lot. We'll just put it that way.
Love it. Hey,
Which is, you know what? I will take anything. And also, right now, I would like. I saw a whole bunch of our people signed on watching the show, so it's nice to see y'all. We really, really, really miss playing out, man.
We do.
would you guys want to play a song for us? Speaking of playing music.
Sure.
Yeah, I hope it sounds okay. I know we're not as high tech as you guys, as you youngsters.
So when I get my new laptop, we'll be right in there with you guys. So
All right.
whenever
Yeah.
whenever.
Play along, sing along if you know the words.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. You can buy me flowers, French perfume. Don't make a habit of it. Yeah, you can build me a mansion with 1,000 rooms. Don't make a habit of it, 'cause I could get used to it. I could get used to it. Baby, I could get used to it. And I won't wanna give it up. You can wine and dine me, you can buy me clothes, but don't make a like says that nobody knows. But don't make a habit of it. 'Cause I could get used to it. I could get used to this. Baby, I could get used to it. And I won't wanna give it up. Well, my heart's been broken so many times. These expectations just aren't that great of mine. Ooh, but these things are whispering in my ear. It's like a old sweet song that I long to hear. You can squeeze me tight, or you can just hold my hand. Don't make a habit of it. Baby, baby, you can call me day or night, but I hope you understand. You can't make a habit of it, 'cause I could get used to it. I could get used to it. Baby, I could get used to it. And I wanna give it up. No, I could get used to it. Ooh, I wanna tell you, baby. Yeah, yeah. I just got to show you, baby, that I love you. Oh, well, I won't give it up, no, no. Baby, baby, don't you know just what you mean to me now? Yeah, yeah. I said I won't wanna give it up. There you go. Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Good.
Sing it.
How did that neck go?
Woo.
Nice. That's a Terry Wilson, Steve Moose song. So pretty
record
great.
is
I got
that?
most of those tricky changes there.
You
I'm
guys
used to-
crushed it. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Thanks,
I
darling.
love that song.
Me too.
Beautiful.
Thanks. Thanks,
Also,
Nikki.
I don't know that we have given a proper hi to Lucy. I know she's. I mean,
There
she's
she
been,
is.
she's been mentioned in the
Lucy!
show.
Hi,
but-
Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
There she is. Look,
Hi.
Hey.
great looking couple, man. Look at that.
Bam, yeah.
Wow.
Very good. Yeah, there you go.
Aw.
Uh,
I gotta say, man, we are the luckiest people. I'm telling you, we got the best family, the best kids, the best son-in-law. And we love hanging out with you guys on Tuesdays too. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Well, I got a question about that, about the son-in-law, the kids. You have two great kids. As a parent and as a traveling musician that's gone a lot, both of you have spent your entire career balancing touring, family life. How did you raise two outstanding individuals like this? Two of my favorite people. How did you do it?
Tom,
What's the
film it.
secret?
Well, we didn't tour together as much as we probably would have if we didn't have kids. Terry did a lot of outside touring and I did a little bit of that and stuff. But, basically, what we did is we incorporated the kids into our lifestyle as opposed to trying to alter our lifestyle. They got to hang around a lot of unsavory characters their whole lives, but consequently, you guys are pretty comfortable around pretty much any situation, huh? It is
Especially
pretty bad though, Gordy, because we were out here on the West Coast. We didn't have any family. So Jesse's always saying, every time I meet one of your old friends, they say, "Hey, Jess, I used to babysit you." We had a lot of drummer babysitters, didn't we?
Not sure why.
Because they were at work and we weren't, Pretty
What's that,
funny.
Rich? Did you have a drummer joke?
No, I was just saying we're fully capable.
Yeah.
Fully capable. If you want to hear some stories about our kids when they were little, talk to Tom Philman. He got stuck a lot babysitting for us.
How did you feel when how did you feel when Lucy says that she wants to marry a full-time musician?
Well, he's not. He's a drummer. Come on, man.
Oh,
Damn.
Nice.
Rich is getting abused.
Nice.
Rich, you
No,
gonna take that, man?
Well, I think the joke's on them because I married their daughter. So.
Wow, shots fired.
No, I know, no, but we were just thrilled that he's such a great drummer. If she'd have married a bad drummer, that would have been
That would have been disappointing.
that would have been horrible. Yeah,
That would have been awful.
but no, it's true. And then when Jesse said he was going to be a musician, we were like, "There goes our retirement plan."
In Richard's defense, I guess, when he came out here, there were so many drummers that Lucy grew up around. Every one of them came up to Richard and said, "If you do wrong by her, you're never going to work in this fucking town."
Yeah.
So he survived that little gauntlet, that little audition. So
Yeah, that's not a joke. There's 100% truth.
They did.
I have a lot of uncles, and they're all drummers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too is that Lucy was the first kid of any of our musician family. I mean, and we know a zillion. Obviously we've been out here for a long time. Of all the musicians, she was the first one and the first girl for a long time. So everyone was very protective, huh, Lou?
Yeah.
I will say though that it did seem like after it's Richard came into the scene with all of Mom and Dad's friends with Lucy and stuff, and it's like if you fuck with Lucy, you're gonna get in trouble. And then after a little while, it's like the drummer narrative kind of switched to like, Lucy, if you break Richard's heart,
That's true.
Richard's a fragile guy. You really gotta take care of him, Lucy. Fuck with him. We're really coming for you.
I am a sensitive guy, so I appreciate
we hadn't heard that. So.
I have something to say. This might, I don't think it needs to be kept personal, but before I asked Lucy to marry me, I did the proper Southern good boy thing to do, and I called Terry, and I said, "Well, Terry, I bought a ring," and his response was, "Oh yeah, who's it for?"
Well, I remember that. And I was in the studio working on something. And I think the edible had come on about 10 minutes earlier, 15 minutes earlier. And so I really thought I was being funny. Then later I thought, ooh, was I too hard on the Richard? So.
No, man, we
True
draw thick skin.
True story.
Nice.
Thanks,
Well,
Trev.
So,
Yeah.
you guys, if you've been tuning into the show, you might know in addition to us having guests on to talk and catch up and play music, thank you guys. That song was awesome. Thanks for that, by the way. We've been doing these things which I think maybe around week 7 or 8, we settled on a name for what they're called. We're calling them the remote transmission. And if you haven't been watching, what that really is when we have a guest on, we do a collaboration every week. We pick a song together, and from the comfort of our own homes, we create our parts and put it all together with the help of Jesse, who apparently living in Terry and Teresa's house learned how to edit video, mix songs, and, He's he's just a whiz. I mean, what else can I say about him? You guys did good.
Overachiever.
Overachiever.
Well, y'all picked a good one. You picked one of my favorite all-time Marvin and Tammy Motown tunes. And it was one of those songs you really got to do your homework on. You picked a good one.
Yeah.
Dad, they don't know what song it is yet. Dad.
This one kicked my ass, I could tell you. But without further ado, you do know it's a Marvin and Tammy song. So drum roll, please. We're all doing drum rolls over here as Gordy executes
we ready here? I got to
finery.
I gotta get this thing right here. Hold on.
This is our big production budget here, folks.
Yeah, I gotta spotlight myself for a second here.
Hey.
While I'm getting this ready, do a little. I gotta give a shout out. This is the family episode. I gotta give a shout out to my girls. They're not here. They're with my in-laws right now. I think they're watching the show.
All right.
Hey Fiona. Hey Nelly. Here we go. All right, y'all. Yeah.
I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny.
With arms open wide, I threw away my pride. I sacrificed for you, dedicate my life to you. There you live,
Come on, baby.
always there in time of need.
And when I lose my will, you'll be there to push me up the hill. There's no looking back for us. We got love, show you love, that's enough. You're all I need to get by. Yeah. Listen, like an eagle protects his nest, for you I'll do my best. Stand by you like a tree, daring about it, a child of me.
Oh, darling, in you I found strength where I was torn down. I don't know what's in store. Together we can open that door. Just to do what's good for you.
Come on, darling.
I'll inspire you a little higher.
Make a man out of a soul that didn't have a goal. 'Cause we got the right foundation, and with love and determination, you're all I want. Shine for you, little more. You're all the joys under the sun wrapped up into one. You're all I need. Sweet. Oh, that's a good one.
Sweet.
Well done, everybody.
Oh, great job, guys.
Yeah, what a cool man. Y'all just every week it always just amazes me how cool your things are, and you get such cool people to come and do. We're just honored to be, part of the deal. I'm excited.
Yeah.
You guys are cool people too.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
You guys are the kind of we've been building up to you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Well, it's good.
Thank you,
It's
guys.
cool.
Thank you.
I got to tell you, I've talked to a few people who said that what you guys are doing here on Tuesday nights are really like the coolest of the these kinds of things that are happening. And there's just always fun because it always just feels like you're just hanging out and we get to hang out with you. You know, basically, it's cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks, Teresa. We're pretty grateful for this whole thing. It's pretty awesome. So it's been fun.
Well, I hope y'all keep it going even after, you know, someday when we someday get to go back to work.
Yeah. Who knows what this will look like? But yeah, I think there's something here. We're certainly having fun with it, and thank y'all so much for joining us this week.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, great to see you.
We love
Looking
y'all.
forward to it.
Love
Getting
you.
it together, being around a table, having a glass of Mastica, Terry.
Yeah.
Baby, that's it right there.
Sometime soon.
So
All right.
wait, y'all have a new live record or a recently new live record?
Yes, we do, dear. Thank you.
Where
Plug
can
it.
people
Let's
find
plug
that?
it.
Plug it. People buy records.
Where can they buy the record?
They can buy it from our website. They can buy it from Amazon. They can buy it anywhere.
Okay,
Really,
cool.
you know, it's everywhere for sale. So
What's the name of the Grammy-nominated one?
here in Babylon.
Here in Babylon.
Nice.
All right.
What
You
is
heard
it?
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna turn it back over to y'all. Thank
All
you so
right.
much again
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Thank
Thank you,
y'all.
guys.
Very fun.
you.
All right,
Bye.
guys.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Love you too, man. See you
Bye,
later.
y'all.
See ya.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
See you, Nikki.
Bye, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Hey.
Hi, Nikki.
Hey.
Aw, you guys, everybody, this is my favorite one. But I think it's a little unfair that I go after Teresa because she's such a badass. And that was such an amazing video. And I'm telling you, you got me, my heartstrings just tugging. They're just getting tugged with those videos.
Warms the cockles of your heart.
My goodness. Wow.
Truly, Trevor.
We're all gonna need a glass of Mastica after that one.
I know. I know.
You know, Terry's got some Mastica going on the side of
He's got
So
bottles
specific.
in the freezer, dude. He's got it stuffed.
chilled. It's dialed. His Mastica scene, I've seen it. It's dialed.
Yeah.
It is pretty amazing. And isn't it nice? Like, I'm sure I'm not a parent, but y'all are. Isn't it nice to know, like, having little kids that, like, okay, our kids could turn out normal, even though we're musicians and on the road doing stuff. Like, it's got to be nice to have, like, beacons of light telling you it's all going to be okay.
Normal is a strong word.
But it's true. Like, you are very
Well adjusted.
well adjusted.
Perseverance.
Yes.
Yeah. You handle yourself well.
Jesse, you're very normal.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. No, I'm not, Mom. Stop.
Extraordinary. No, Nikki, I totally agree with you. It's an inspiration, and Lucy and Jesse, both y'all are amazing, which just says a lot about Teresa and Terry. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were thinking about what song to do tonight, and actually Jesse showed me this song. It's by y'all's friend Reed Fail, which I never want to mispronounce the name, so thank you, Jesse. Reed Fail. He played this song for me. Well, tell me, Jess, this recording.
Yeah. This was a record. This was a record that Ed and Gordy got to produce with the whole band playing, and we did it at the studio in Austin. And
Right.
Reed Fail is like, I mean, after that he became, I think, one of everybody's favorite songwriters. It was like just a magical 9 days. It was amazing, and I love this record so much. It's called Lucky Enough. Reed Fail, Lucky Enough. That's the record.
Yeah, so Jesse played me the record because he was like, check out this thing that we did, and he played this song, and I was like sobbing. And moving across the country was hard, and not being around your friends is hard, and this song just really touched me, so I'm gonna try to do it. I can close my eyes still drive down these streets right up to your door and not miss a beat like when we were young, just like we left it then. Takes a long time to make old friends. Been holding my own, and all that liquor helps me to feel less alone. But on you I'd gamble every single dime. Takes a long time to make old friends. Give the shirt off your back and now wear it in. It's a hand-me-down. It's been all around. Feels good on my skin when the cotton wears thin. Takes a long time to make old friends. Takes a long time to make old friends. Takes a long time to make old friends. Oh, it takes a long time to make old friends. Takes a long, long time to make old friends.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that
Very
song.
nice.
That was lovely.
It's
That's-
such a good song.
Yeah.
Read.
That you own that, Nikki. That's like you got that one in your quiver
Agreed.
for sure.
You know, it's funny when like you relate to a song so deeply that you're so attached to it. That it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's real.
Yeah. And Jesse, you sounded kind of like Mark Ribot or like Tom Bukovac on that guitar solo. Yeah, nice space. Yeah, nice vibe.
Nice space.
Well, I
Your
will say
guitar?
that-
Whose
that
guitar
we-
is that?
that's
The Jerry
Nikki's.
Jones? Thing's money.
I will
Dano.
say that
Oh, Dano.
all I would say to that is that the record deserves a listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that song, yeah, that was just a treat to like get to be a part of, and I think everybody involved in all of it felt the gravity of it, and it was a carefully done record, and it shows.
Well, that's what's so cool about y'all is your ability and willingness to play with other people, and you know, having the studio is so incredible because you're really good at bringing life to other people's songs. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's really cool to witness, and that's a great example. That record's really beautiful.
I'd like
How's
to
the
add
studio
that.
coming anyway?
Oh.
I don't mean to like pry.
But what's the question?
How's the studio coming along?
Oh, the studio's coming along. It's It's been under renovation here for a few months now, but it's nearing completion. I hope August or September. I hope it's back up and running. Do have to say that our dear friend George Reef, who's it was his studio. He passed away a few years ago. It's his birthday on Thursday, so we got to give a little happy early birthday to George Reef, y'all.
Birthday, George.
Yeah, I was trying to get the renovation done before his birthday, but the old COVID has slowed things down a little bit. But I will say that Reed Fail record, we've made a bunch of albums both with the Heathens and with other artists, and we love doing it. And every time you go into the studio, every day, you're kind of just like praying to the gods that the magic happens. And that's kind of the fun thing about music is like, yeah, sometimes the magic happens and sometimes it doesn't, and you kind of like are always open to whatever may happen. But I would say on that record, it was a special, I think we made it in like 2 weeks, and it was a pretty special 2 weeks, and it's a really great record. So y'all check it out. Lucky Enough, Reed Fail. Thanks, Nikki, for doing that, for choosing that tune. It's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Nicely
Having
done.
me always, and thanks for doing this, you guys. You put on a good thing.
Well, we're lucky enough to have Trevor in Austin at the piano. Trevor, take us down the wormhole, man.
Walk Me Out in the Morning Dew. Wow. This show that I have for you this week has an epic morning dew. It is from February 24th, 1974, Winterland Arena, which was home turf for the band until 1978, New Year's 78 when it was closed down. But a historic venue with Bill Graham kind of running the show, the rock impresario. And this was the last of 3 shows that opened the year for the band. 74 is a very popular year with Deadheads because it's known as the Wall of Sound year, which is, for those who are not initiated, the Dead traveled with, I think actually had 2 rigs that had to leapfrog each other because they were so enormous. But it was like 32-foot high stack of speakers that was just surrounded in scaffolding and whatever, and it could send sound like a perfect sonic wave, like 3 miles. And anyway, it was crazy, horribly disastrous from a financial standpoint, but a lot of patents that we use today in live music came from the Wall of Sound. However, this show was the last show before the Wall of Sound appeared. A month later at the Cow Palace, March of 74 was the first Wall of Sound show, but they were close to it. Anyway, they played 3 nights, 74 and of February 74 at Winterland, and this is the last night. And it's an amazing show, and it's kind of just tucked in there. It's just this little gap because it's between, what happened in 73 and then what was to come with the Wall of Sound. And it's an amazing, any one of the shows, 222, 223, or 224 are worth checking out. But I picked this one because the Dark Star Morning Dew is just one of those things you just have to check out, to just have to hear it to believe it. Really, it's fully developed, all the stuff that they were capable of at that time that seemed like they touched on it, and it's fully realized in all those little sections, and it just goes to all these amazing places. And then it unfolds into Morning Dew, which is a song that's pretty much about kind of a post-apocalyptic look at the world. And it was always really heavy, and Jerry could kind of just hold that moment after all this chaos in a Dark Star. It's like really the perfect spot for that tune. So I hope you'll check out the show. There's other highlights, the Weather Report Suite, which they were playing almost every other night probably at this time. is really good. And there's an amazing Candyman from the first set and a Brown-Eyed Woman. Donna Jean Gottschall was back with the band. She had been out most of 73 because she was pregnant and had a baby. But she's back for these shows and she sounds great. And Keith Gottschall, for that matter, who's huge influence on me, is in full, it's like his finest hour. These shows are just a full showcase of what he had going at that time, which really unfortunately changed by the 77, 78. He sounded like a different player. I think the life on the road and just the drugs, everything had taken its toll, and he wasn't the same. He was great then, but really at this era he was just brilliant and full of life and ideas. So 224-74 Winterland Arena, check it out. And to answer Fiona in Boulder's question, I don't have a list, but I'll put it together of all the shows that I've recommended thus far, so you can catch up. But this is a good one. You'll want to get to this one. So thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. Thanks, Trev.
74 is gold.
Yeah, this first 74 I had on the list, and I guess this has been, it's due. 74 was due, so that was part of my motivation.
They didn't actually bring the Wall of Sound into Winterland for the show, did they?
They didn't for this show, but
Okay.
they did at the end of the year when they did 5 nights that wrapped it all up. That was when they went on hiatus. They did 5 shows in October of 74, and they had the Wall of Sound in there. So
I'm gonna post a link to a picture of the Wall of Sound in our comments if no one's seen it before. You definitely should take a look at it. It's like, that's over 40 years old, 47 years old, something like that, and it still looks it's the most weird futuristic thing I've ever seen before. It's crazy.
yeah, I know some people who saw the band that year. I have an uncle Gabe, he's probably watching tonight. He saw hundreds of Dead shows, and from what I've heard, everybody said it's the most beautiful sounding thing to hear it outside, especially because 32 feet is this, like, they didn't just arbitrarily pick 32 feet. It's like a standing bass wave worked perfectly at 32 feet. So they had put together the speakers in a way so that you could be like a mile away and you'd catch perfect audio. Just incredible brain craft. There's this kind of misconception that they were just kind of baked and not really thinking about what they were doing, but they were very baked, but were actually very, very smart.
Yeah, it's both.
Incredible.
Grateful Ted says he saw 6 or 7 shows with that system, and you cannot believe the sound.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
I can imagine. Incredible stuff.
Cool. Well, thanks, Trev. I think it's time for our segment of Trading Places here. I would say we've been doing these personal concerts, these private shows Ed and I have been doing via Zoom, where you can invite 10 of your friends also on Zoom and play whatever songs you want to hear. People make requests. We have a good time. We tell lots of stories, and inevitably people will ask me to play some of Ed's songs, and vice versa. People ask Ed to play some of my songs. So it's been fun. So now we kind of trade places here, and I'm going to do a song of Ed's. I also would like to say, these shows have been a way, pretty much the only way for us to kind of continue playing music and paying our bills. But thank you all so much. The donations via Venmo and PayPal this week have been during the show. I can see my phone lighting up. You guys, thank you so much for helping support the band. This is really the only way we can kind of pay our bills at doing this. And so if you're enjoying the show, please consider. Someone may post a link there in the comments, but there's Venmo, PayPal. If you're tight on money, no sweat. We totally understand. Please just share the link, spread the word. We're trying to keep doing these shows, and we're having a good time with it. Just trying to do what we can do to stay creative. So thank you all so much for being here with us. Now I'm going to do one of the tunes. It's one of my favorite tunes to play live with the band. And it's also kind of not forgotten, because I feel like we play it enough live that y'all may know this tune. but it's on an EP that we only released physically, and I don't think it's on any of the digital sites. So someday we'll probably release these tunes somehow. But it's a jam. One of so here we go.
Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble. Can't find a face that knows my name. A victim in a lost dimension. Take me back from where I came. Promise not to keep a secret, because I just might tell that the last train left the station about 12:30. I would be just fine if I could stop this slide, fly back home on a DC-9. Stuck inside a revolution fought off stage, balancing the weight of confusion. Enough wisdom, but not enough age. I promise not to keep a secret, because I just might tell that the last train left the station about 12:15. I would be just fine if I could stop this slide, fly back home on a DC-9. The last train left the station about 9:15. I would be just fine if I could stop this slide, fly back home on a DC-9. I wish I would be just fine if I could stop this slide, fly back home on a DC-9, fly back home on a DC-9, fly back home on a DC-9.
Yeah. Nice.
Did I screw up the words on that pre-chorus every single time, or just that last time?
I just heard the last one. I don't know.
Okay. I think it was just the last. I hope it was just the last.
Cool. Ooh. I don't know. I didn't. No one else noticed. You didn't have to out yourself like that. So, like Gordy said,
Gordy S. Hair minded it all.
Yeah, no, Gordy S. Hair was really enjoying it. Like Gordy mentioned, the Lifeline tour has been really great. The personal concerts have been really fun. We do have a few left this month. I know there's a couple left this Saturday night. So why don't you all hop on there and help us sell those out? We really like having a full night. The more the merrier always. And thanks to those of you who have bought a concert, and those of you who haven't, it's not too late. There's time. Get in there. You'll enjoy it. I promise. And if you don't, I think you'll enjoy it anyway. So, never mind what I say. Just get in there, hang out with us, doodle a time. It's good for everybody. So I'm gonna do one of Gordy's tunes here, and we recorded this originally on the Top Hat Crown and the Clapmaster's Son record. This was a fun tune to record. I do remember George Reef, our friend who produced this record, and this is the first time we worked with George. This is actually, I think we had recorded a couple songs with him in the summer, but I think this was actually the first song we recorded when we came back in to kind of actually start working on the record. And he had this idea for it about like 3 acoustic guitars strumming at the same time. And I just remember sitting in a room strumming an acoustic guitar, trying to get all of us trying to get locked in and synced in. So that just made me laugh thinking about that. And it's probably not that funny to you, but go with it. It was you had to be there, but it was a thing of beauty. So I'm gonna do this song. This is called Polaroid. Here we go. Looking back through a Polaroid picture, cross your eggs with your red-eyed smile. Flash cube sticks and a AA batteries stuck in a frame where the memories fly. Oh, black book, I'm only looking back through memories to comfort me when I'm in need. Comfort me when I'm in need. Oh, so close with a faraway feeling. Write your name right next to mine. Hold so still with your cheekbones reeling. Then you shake it up good and make it come to life. Oh, black book, I'm only looking back through memories. Comfort me when I'm in need. Comfort me when I'm in need. Looking back through memories. Comfort me when I'm in need. Comfort me when I'm in need. Comfort me when I'm in need. Comfort me, oh, when I'm in need. Comfort me. All right.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep. Cross your eggs.
Cross your legs with your lead-eyed smile.
There you go.
What does that even mean?
What's that even mean?
What does it mean?
Well, man, good to see you guys once again. Another Tuesday. Just flew by, having so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. Thank you to Teresa James and Terry Wilson.
Yeah.
For creating such two great humans.
Yeah. Great to see Lucy.
For joining us.
Great to see Lucy and Nikki. Thank you, Nikki.
Yeah.
Yes. Nikki Bloom, everybody.
Trevor says it was good to see you. He said, "Oh, thanks, Trev."
Yeah.
Well, shall we take it on home?
Take it on home.
Take it somewhere.
Take it somewhere.
Take it on home.
Take it to the house.
Take it to the house.
Already.
All right. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your support financially. We look forward to next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central, for another Good Time Supper Club. We'll be hard at work this week preparing, but yeah, here we go. Oh, actually, hey, I got to get one thing. Let's see here. There we go.
What's your name, man?
I'm just getting ready. I'm preparing for later here. All right, here we go.
Get it loaded.
They say everything can be replaced. They say every distance is not near. So I remember every face of every man who put me here. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released.
See every man needs protection. We say that every man must fall. And I swear I see my reflection somewhere so high above this wall.
Seen my light go shining from the west out to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released.
He understands the man in this lonely crowd. A man who swears he's not to blame. And all day long I hear him shouting so loud, just crying out that he'd been framed. I see my light come shining from the west unto the east. And any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Thank y'all very much. Thanks for being with us. Y'all stay happy, stay healthy, stay sane, take good care of each other, be kind to each other.
Peace.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace. Thank you all. Stay well, everybody.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Thanks, Terry and Teresa.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks for coming out. We're the Band of Heathens. What a place. This is our first time here. This is a classy joint, y'all. Thanks for joining us.
I'm not running to get nowhere, kicking back just as much as I can, coming in on a wing and a prayer. I'm your last been unnamed. I like to wait for time to move slowly. That's my game. It may take some time to get there. I've been